everybody, and welcome back to Keely's Creations. I'm Keely Kerwin, and tonight I'm here to share with you guys a 4 double-page workshop. And this is going to entail the Peter Rabbit type theme. So it's perfect for gardening. It's perfect for, I was going to say storybook patches. It's perfect for strawberry patch picking. It definitely has a Peter Rabbit undertone vibe going on with it. So definitely some of maybe your older photos from when you were young. It is called Storybook Moments, and I know you guys are going to absolutely love it. It was designed by Tina Lovell, and so I can't wait to share with you all the fun goodness in here. So if you enjoy what you've seen here tonight, feel free to give me a thumbs up or comment down below and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. Hey everybody, it is Keely. I am jumping in here tonight to share with you guys the 8-page or 4 double-page layout workshop that was designed by Tina Lovell. It is called the Storybook Moments. I have to stop and always think about it because the paper collections and the workshop collections are named 2 different things. Very similar, but not quite the same. So you guys are going to see right here that this is going to create 4 double-page layouts, and I totally loved how she designed these. I can't wait to share with you what each of those looks like. But before that, let's go on over here. Tonight I am trying to hurry this live through a little bit. I'm trying to get this up on the screen too. I swear every time my Facebook changes just a little bit on how my camera maneuvers. We are, you guys, I am a planner. Sean is a planner. That's what our full-time jobs are. And when it comes time to plan a vacation, we both absolutely hate doing it. And we have never been able to take a spring break vacation because Nathan always had baseball tryouts, freshman through senior year. And so it just has never worked. And then this year thinking, okay, we're going to be able to do it. Well, his spring break for college was the first week of March. Okay, that's fine. But then Morgan's is the last week of March. So yep, we're not going to be able to take a family one. All right, totally not a problem. However, Morgan was in school when Nathan was off. So he was just home hanging out, and I took some time off to hang out with him for the couple days that he was here. And then he had to go back because he had volleyball practice. And because volleyball is like this crazy weird sport, men's volleyball that is, it overlaps between like basketball and baseball type thing because it's right in the middle of it all. His spring break, or so Morgan's spring break now Nathan has a couple games. So he has a match on Tuesday and he's got 2 matches on Saturday. And so Morgan was like, I haven't got to see a lot of his because she had club softball practices. And she's like, could we, instead of like, going to Florida or going somewhere cool or warm, could we spend some time in Chicago? And I was like, sure, that sounds like fun, because honestly, I have really only been to the McCormick Center for volleyball tournaments, O'Hare for airport. And then we went to the Shed Aquarium when Nathan was like 2, so Morgan wasn't even born yet. And that I really have not done much else down in the Chicago areas other than, volleyball or baseball or softball fields. So that is what we are doing. So today I spent some time and we figured out a plan. So we're going to go watch him play some volleyball on Tuesday night. We're going to go to the Art Institute of Chicago, which he's been to for class. He had an art class first semester and he absolutely loved it. And I'm surprised. I'm like an 18-year-old kid, a boy that really liked this and said, Mom, you guys should go do this. Okay, so we're doing that. We're doing the Shed Aquarium and we are doing the planetarium, as well as the John Hancock building to look over and get some cool photos. I have never been to the Shiny Bean. Me and Morgan haven't, but my parents and my aunt and Sean and Nathan have all done that. So going to get some family time in doing that. So I wanted to that was a long introduction to this workshop, and I'm so sorry if I scared some of you away. But I wanted to let you know that is why this Facebook Live is early tonight, and why you may not see me too much in our group. I've got posts scheduled for everything, and I definitely will be checking my messages. So if you have any questions or need anything, let me know. But let's get started here. So the Storybook Moments scrapbook kit comes with this assembly guide. It was created, again, it was designed by Tina Lovell, and it is 4 double-page layouts. So she's going to have the picture pictures and instructions on how to put it together, as well as the supplies that are going to be needed, and then how to cut it out in which die cuts and what sizes of various things you are going to need. So that is the instruction guide. I'll set that off to the side. A couple things I want you to be aware of. So this paper pack, this collection, the papers themselves, there are pieces of it included in the mini catalog, the January through April mini catalog. It was called, what is it? This is like the mega one, the mega suite. Storybook Moments is what the mega suite is called. It has 2 different sets of dies and stamps. We did not use any of that. We did not use the ribbon, but I did use the pearls here. Antique pearls, and then it has the 6x6 paper collection and then the 12x12. We did not use this collection up here. We used sort of what is shown in here. So you can buy the DSP with the die cuts as a standalone, or in the scrapbooking digital brochure, you know, just to confuse you a little bit, is the DSP with the die cuts and the sticker sheet. So this is what we use. This is going to be down here is going to be a different part number because this is without the stickers. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. If you have the catalog and you're looking at this and you get this and you're like, why don't I have stickers? That's why. You can get it without those. So what we used was from the digital brochure. Now, moving forward in the annual catalog, everything's going to be all in one. There will not be a digital brochure, so all scrapbooking items, the DSPs with stickers, any stamp sets for scrapbooking, and any of the two-tone cardstock will be included in the actual catalog, in the annual catalog itself. And I'm super excited because tomorrow, March 25th, is when demonstrators are able to place their pre-orders for product in that new catalog. Yay! Exciting. Okay, so that takes care of a major portion of what is used for this workshop as you're putting it together. So this is how it had come. I used a good chunk of the papers. There's some pieces left. Some of the cardstock is left. You can see here I used the mini alphabet set. And what I love about this set is that it basically you can make it into stickers. So I had taken this piece of cardstock and then added the adhesive sheet. So I cut it down and made it fit on the back of here. So it basically turned this entire piece into a set of stickers. So like say if I wanted this X, now all I have to do is flip it over and peel the backing off, and it is right here. And it's a sticker now. So it will stick to my layout, and I don't need to put gooey adhesive and get it everywhere. It makes it faster and easier to do it this way. And then I just kind of keep all those pieces together in the packet came in. Normally I'll transfer this over into one of the plastic bags that Close to My Heart had, because I still have some of those left. But I usually take what's left from the papers, the DSPs, and then what's left from the actual scrapbooking, the corporate scrapbooking workshop, and put them together. So it will go into a bag. One thing to note is we use some of the glimmer paper, and this is actually now it is retired. It is no longer available, but it had the white, it had, I can't remember what the name of this one was, Berry Burst, and then the Old Olive. So we use the Old Olive here. It is a little bit darker tone in green, but we still have the holiday one, and I can't remember what it's called, but it has the red and then the darker green and the lighter green. So that lighter green is like the green Granny Apple, and you totally could use that green in these layouts because it is very similar in color, just a little bit brighter. The embellishment that we used is the antique pearls. There's 3 different sizes. You have your large, your medium, and your smalls. Love these because they seem to take on whatever color they are put next to. So if you're putting next to orange, it'll kind of get a more orangey tone to it. Greens, I love them. This is going to be like, what? Greetings of the season. So we didn't use the stamps from this collection, but we used, this bundle, but we used the dies. And you guys will have seen these dies many times before because they are absolutely the best as far as tags go. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different tags in this collection. And again, remember, if you get it in a bundle, you get 10%. So you get the stamps and the dies, but you can choose just to purchase the dies themselves. I keep them together so that when it's time to resell, if I want to, I'd be able to do so. But I absolutely love this set, and you will have seen these used in many different workshops that I have done over the course of this year. Some other things to use here was the mini alphas, which I showed you on how I use those with the adhesive sheet. And then we also used the Spotlight on Nature dies. And this is an amazing set because it gives you it is a best bang for your buck, baby. It comes with 12 different circle dies. They're all, like these two sheets are the same sizes going back and forth, but it's a different, pattern, I guess we'll say. So I love that set of dies. That then goes into making these layouts. So let's look at layout 1. This is what you're really here for, not listening to me babble at ya about my spring break. And I'm going to point out some fun things about this layout and something that some tips and techniques, and then also something I noticed when I brought them downstairs and I was under much better lighting. So these 2 pages right here, can you guys notice any difference in color? So I used apparently the light side of our Toon Tone cardstock over here, and I used the dark side over here, because if I flip this around, these 2 colors right here are the same. These 2 colors aren't. So it's very subtle. You might not have even noticed it. I obviously didn't when I was putting them together, and I did before I started to make this video. I'm like, why does that look funny? Oh, so something else you might have just noticed when I flipped this over. This cardstock was gutted. So that is part of her instructions, is to go do a 10 by 10 square out of the center, because then you are going to use the cardstock that was here to use it on your photo mats. So it was gutted out on both sides. So then that way you're not having to dig into your stash and grab another a piece or 2 of cardstock in order to cut these photo mats out. It's worked out perfectly. You can see some of these circles that were used, 3 different circles, or these 2 are the same circle, but one done on DSP and one done on the actual cardstock. And then a larger circle with a different pattern was cut here. So the DSP that was used here is totally cute. It's like little cottages. It reminds me of like Lord of the Rings and gnomes and that kind of thing. It's just like an older looking pattern to it. There are then these stickers and dies. That die cuts are part of this collection. And I have those are all popped up on 3D foam tape. Some of the stickers are laid flat below it to give it, you know, some depth to it, because it's kind of like the ground and the patterns. These were stickers, these chevrons. They could have been photo mats on the sides of your layouts as well. This layout is going to utilize 2 4x6 horizontal, vertical 4x6, a vertical 3x4, and then a square 4x4. And it has a fun sunshine and warm days sticker that I then also popped that up on foam tape. Same with this cute little butterfly that's up here too. And then using these fun antiqued pearls. So I'm going to bring that up so that you guys can get good view on those. Okay. And I absolutely love these. I love the circles because it's not just a plain circle. There's patterns and fun elements to them. So that was layout 1. Layout 2 is going to use a white base to it. And this one is titled Garden Fun. So that is using those fun tags. And then the little pearl is covering the holes up. All right. So fun, again, little elements, die cuts. I think these are both die cuts. And then some stickers that are then popped up on foam tape. And I love what she did here because, again, your eye travels. It helps your eye go across the page. You always should do things in 3s, right? You got your 3s here, and then having the sets of 3 here. You got the 3 circles, so the 2 bigger circles with the smaller inner circles here, and then again over here, but just different sizes and different colors. To make this work. I loved this one, the whole Garden Fun. It's just a fun paper. It doesn't have any of the bunnies. We're not using any of the animals on this one. It's just all different vegetables that are here. So this layout is going to use 2 vertical 4x6s, a horizontal 4x6, 2 4x4s, and then a horizontal 3x4, and then plenty of room if you wanted to do some journaling over here. And typically, I do not pop up my spots where I'm going to do my journaling because it makes it hard to write. But this one, I put a lot of foam tape. It goes all the way. It's like 3 layers of it next to each other so that if I write on here, it's not going to be an issue. Here's where those the Garden Fun title was used with the mini alphabet and then those adhesive back sheets, making it so easy to put on here and you don't have any of that excess gross glue. Some of the glimmer is on here and then making a couple little dovetails right behind here. So let's pop it up. This is perfect. I love this for definitely for garden photos. And I have photos before we even had kids. One of our friends lived on a farm down in Galena, Illinois, and we went pea picking, and I ate peas right out of the pod, right off the pods, right off of the pea plant. It was so fun. I'd never done it before. I'm like, this is weird, but they were delicious. And then I absolutely love radishes. And a funny story about radishes is that every Easter and Thanksgiving, when my grandma would make dinner, my dad and I, radishes were one of the first things she put out on the table, like when they're setting the table. So my dad and I would sneak over and we'd grab one and eat, and we'd keep track to see who ate the most radishes. Now, Sean will tell you they are absolutely disgusting because the burps that follow are not so fun. But that's a fun story, and it'll be fun to put pictures to those layouts. Layout number 3, springtime. Smile, springtime. So again, right here, smile was done using those same letters, the mini alphas. And then these are stickers and dies. I don't remember which one is which because I think there's a couple mixtures. So this is 2 different stickers put together here, one big one here, and then one here. I think these 3 are stickers, and then these 2, I don't honestly know. But I always put foam tape behind them, and I just don't take it off so that some of it back here so that I can stick my photos underneath. It'll be just fine to get through under here. We're using 2-toned cardstock. So here you can see we use the light side, and then here in this strip is the dark side. So these 2 strips right here are dark side, and then this through here is on the light side. So it just gives it a different look, right? A little fun tip, this piece here and this piece here are not a solid because it's going to get covered anyway. So it's just, I kind of left this one up so I could show you. It's just this little rectangle right here so that it looks like it goes all the way through, but it doesn't. And who doesn't love shimmer, right? It just gives it added some bling to it. So I'm going to bring these up and show you those fun strawberries. Have lots of pictures of strawberry picking for sure with Morgan. Nathan not so much, but Morgan loved to do it, and then she'd love to just eat them. So I've got lots of photos that'll look right here, and then to be able to put some journaling on here. Something fun about this is that it was matted on the light side and then just offset on this darker piece right there so that it doesn't cover all the way. It's just a fun little technique there. This layout will give you 1 vertical 4x6, 2 horizontal 4x6s, a 4x4, and then 3 3x3. So lots of fun pictures and places to put that. So I don't know if I showed all this already. I was talking. These are popped up springtime, and then all of the strawberries here are popped. So that was layout 3. And then layout 4. Again, using the 2-tone cardstock as our base. You are so sweet. So this one is the one that the description and the title was created because with the dies, there's lots of smaller like elements in the die cuts, right? You have some of the smaller flowers, and it got to be hard when this was a larger piece that was in there, but there wasn't as many, I guess, smaller bigger elements to be able to use as embellishments. And so you can see this fun bunny paper, which totally reminds me of Peter Rabbit, right? The story. So we use, in order to give more embellishments, these rabbits here were cut out of the pattern paper and then popped up with foam tape. So this is a die. The fence was a die that you punched out. And then these pieces right here and these 3 little bunnies on this side were then fussy cut. So it wasn't too bad. You fussy cut around them to add to your layouts. These were fun little, the butterflies are just from the punch outs. And again, our 2-tone cardstock. So you have the dark side here showing against the light side, and then using those circles. So in different colors and different sizes and shapes. So that's pretty fun. Sweet was stuck to, right to the base page, and then You Are So was popped up, and then Some Bunny Special is also popped up with foam tape. So let's show those. Something to know also on this layout, I love that shimmer, and it doesn't shed, so that's the best part of the glimmer paper. Shimmer paper. I can never remember. I always want to call it glimmer and it's shimmer. I call it shimmer and it's glimmer. This layout will use 2 vertical 4x6s and then 3 of the 4x4 squares. So you guys, this was a super fun workshop to put together because it has different elements, right? It doesn't have to be used. It could be used for baby. It could be used for gardening. It could be used for strawberry picking. It could be used just for those fun spring moments, right? You got your cute little squirrelies on here. Lots of uses for this cute collection. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to post it down below or send me a private message. As always, when you do, if you are interested in this workshop, it is spend $50 on my website, so it's easy to get, you know, the pieces that you need to create this, and then I will send you the guide for free. So I hope you have a great rest of your night. I hope you have a wonderful spring break. Well, I'm gone. I'm hoping we have fun too, and hopefully Aurora continues to win on their winning streak. And I will talk to you guys next week with a Facebook Live on Monday. Stay happy, stay healthy, and keep crafting. Love ya. Thanks for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed my scrapbooking video. If so, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. I look forward to sharing new creations with you next week. To keep the crafting fun going, check out my prior scrapbooking videos. I appreciate your support. Stay happy, stay healthy, and keep crafting!